Hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Stam. I hope you're doing well. Let's do our Fundations lesson. We're going to start with our warm-up drill with our flashcards. Repeat after me. A, apple, A. E, ed, eh. I, itch, I. O, octopus, ah. U, up, WH, whistle, w. CH, chin, ch. SH, ship, sh. TH, thumb, th. CK, sock, k. Okay, going to learn a new concept. We're going to talk about syllables. So words have parts called syllables, and a syllable is a part of a word that can be pushed out in one breath. So the word cat is one syllable. The word catnip is two syllables. And another way you can figure this out is if I say cat, put your hand under your chin, you say cat, your chin only hits your hand once. If you say catnip, it hits it twice, catnip. So that's a syllable. There are 6 types of syllables that we're going to learn about a closed syllable today. So let's build a word. Bat, b-a. Okay, bat is a closed syllable, first because it has one vowel. And then at the end of this, it has a consonant sound, t. Because it's closed in by this T, it makes the A say its short sound, a. This is a closed syllable. Let's take away the B. We're left with at. So even though we don't have something in the front, this is still a closed syllable because it still has one vowel. It's closed in at the end with the consonant sound t, and it makes it say its short sound a. Let's build another word. Bath. B-a. Bath. So looking at this word, this has one vowel, but it has 2 consonants at the end. That's still okay. It's still considered a closed vowel even though it has a digraph and not just a single consonant. So this TH makes the A say its short sound A, so this is a closed syllable. Okay, now I'm going to quiz you. I'm going to put up some words and you decide if they are closed or not closed syllables. So my first word is such. My second word is she. My third word is it. And my fourth word is boat. Okay, look at those for a minute. What you're looking for is a single vowel, closed on the end by a consonant sound, and if the vowel says its short sound. All right, if you picked such and it, you are correct. So let's talk about each one of these. Such has a single vowel. It ends with a digraph closing this in, and because of that, the U says its short sound a. She has one vowel, but it doesn't have a consonant sound on the end closing it in. So that E says its name, E, rather than E. This is not a closed vowel or closed syllable. It has one vowel. It's closed on the end by this consonant sound, and it says its short sound I. Boat has 2 vowels, so it cannot be a closed syllable even though it's closed in on the end by this consonant sound. Okay. Let's look at how we mark a closed syllable. So let's take our word cat. And if you want to go ahead and write this along with me and practice, you are welcome to. You can pause the video and get one of your workbooks and write this. Okay, so here's our word cat. It's closed because it has one vowel. It's closed on the end by this consonant sound t, and the A says a. So the first thing we want to do when we mark a closed syllable is we put a little swoop under it, and then we write a little C under it to say it's closed. That's kind of a bad looking little C. Let's see. That's all right. And then we do what's called a breve above the vowel. And it's like a little smile above the vowel, and it's showing that that A is saying its short sound A. Okay. So now what I want you to do is get your books, or you're in your packet, get this paper right here called Closed Syllables. And we're going to write a couple words in here for practice. So if you need to pause the video to get a pencil and this paper, go ahead and do that. Okay, first let's talk about the rules of a closed syllable. And we're going to mark this with some yellow. Okay. So let's read rule number 1. I'm going to highlight this as we go. Rule number 1, this syllable can only have one vowel. Rule 2, the vowel is followed by one or more consonants closed in. And rule number 3, the vowel sound is short. To indicate the short sound, the vowel is marked with a breve, or that little smile. We aren't going to talk about rule number 4, so we'll skip that for now. Okay, let's put in our first word. Our first word is up. So, and if you are still writing this, you can pause it and then mark it with me. Okay, so first we put that little swoop under it. Then we put the little C to show that it's a closed syllable. Then we put the breve, or that little smile, above the U, showing that it's a short sound. Next, let's write flash. And once again, if you need to pause to finish, go ahead. Flash. O, a, sh. And hopefully your handwriting is much nicer looking than Miss Stam's on the computer. All right, let's mark this up. If you need to pause to finish writing flash, go ahead. Swoop under the whole word. Little C underneath. And a little breve above the A to show that it's a short sound. Nice work. Okay, the last thing we're going to do in Fundations today is dictation. This is where I say sounds, words, and trick words in a sentence, and you write it. Okay, so your first sound is going to be sh. Say the sound, repeat it, and then write the sound. The first one is sh. And if you need to pause, go ahead. Second sound, remember to say it and then write it. T. Your second sound is t. Go ahead and pause if you need to. And your third sound is ah. Repeat it and then write it. Your third sound is ah. Okay, let's do your words. The first word, and you can write it on either of these lines. Your first word is twig. So repeat the word, let's tap it, and then write it. So twig. T, w, I, g, twig. Go ahead and write that. Your second word is ask. A, ask. And your third word is check. Ch, e, k, check. All right, go ahead and pause or rewind if you need to redo those words. All right, we have 2 trick words. Your first trick word is your. Go ahead and skywrite that and then write it on your paper. And your second word is one. Go ahead and skywrite that and then write it. Okay, go ahead and pause if you need to before we start the sentence. All right, the sentence, and we only have one, and I will say it, and then you repeat it, and then I'll say it by phrase, and you can pause after each phrase and write each phrase by itself. Okay, here we go. Mom got the skim milk. Mom got the skim milk. Mom got the skim milk. Okay, go ahead and pause if you need to. If after you've written it, you need to proofread it. So make sure that it starts with a capital letter, it ends with a period, and check your spelling. Okay, thanks guys, you were great. I hope you were great. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, make sure you call me. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.